Well, that's okay. We'll set up. They don't mind.
They don't mind. We're still fucking figuring shit out. Yo. Oh, wow.
I found something in here down here on the floor.
Oh. Oh. And then it froze there
Watch
for
your
a second.
fingers.
Holy buckets.
We're getting there.
Hi. We're sitting here gabbing away and didn't even realize the time. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
We're not ready.
No, we're
But
not.
we're getting there.
We are.
I mean, they're used to us, so
Yeah.
more people are used. Yeah, I mean, even the girl.
What? Where?
Sydney, Nova Scotia. I'm in a yarn truck. She's from British Columbia. I recognized her voice.
Oh my gosh, really?
That's what happened the day that I got recognized. I was
Wow.
standing in the back. I said something, and she goes, I thought you were a local, maybe. And then all of a sudden she goes, you're on that podcast.
I love it.
And I went, and I'm standing there.
You're
so
like, I
didn't
am.
know.
I am.
Yeah, and I'm like, I didn't know, is this a good or a bad thing, right? And so I stood back and I said, yeah. And she said, oh, I knew you from somewhere. You have to. And then she turns to the lady who runs Tracy, who runs this rolling yarn shop, and says, oh my God, you have to watch it. And I said, well, now let me give you a little bit of a hint. If you don't like the word penis or fuck or somebody talking about their boobs, don't
Or
watch it.
vaginas or penises.
Right, or
or
anything. And Tracy just was like,
poop or snot.
what's the name of this thing? And she writes it down, and I was like,
not.
oh my gosh.
I had to take off my Alaska sweatshirt, so this is the one that I got up there, guys.
It's so cute. It's so
It
pink.
blows
It's so
out
bright.
on my. I have a crappy computer. Blows out. This is like highlighter hot pink. Oh, I
Okay.
got it. I got it. You don't need to worry. But underneath, I have on Sasquatch.
Sasquatch!
Yay.
But I was getting a
Sasquatch
little warm.
sightings, didn't you?
No Sasquatch sightings.
No, we'll get into that all too, here. Oh, wait, I didn't even get my book out. See? God, I'm so
We are-
disabled.
Seriously, we are not with it. She was a hot minute late for breakfast, which we had biscuits and gravy,
And it was good.
and it was good. It was good.
It was very good.
And
And I cleaned my plate.
she
Yeah.
did. She ate her whole biscuit with an egg and some gravy on it. She finished the whole thing. She's so excited she can eat now.
Oh,
Oh, thank you.
I had to take out my hand pen.
Why were you getting a
Oh,
little
my
warm?
No, I thought you were because you took
I
your
was.
coat off. So
I was a little warm.
I thought you could
Yeah.
have it handy, see? Have
Oh, my
fun, we'll
gosh.
travel,
There you go.
And it's even a cool
Of
pen.
course, it's a pen.
Of course, it's a pen.
My sister, on a different note, my youngest sister came up on the 9th to take, they were flying to Seattle to take Maddie
Oh, okay.
to start her school. Long story short, she comes in the house and first thing she sees is this ribbon thing that I was making. It makes ribbon, put your name. So she sends me a text, like Mikey said she wasn't even in the door 5 minutes. And she's like, can I have this? I'm like, sure.
Why not?
And then next thing you know, she's downstairs pawing through all my pens. Like Mikey said, she really went through the house. Like looking for stupid stuff so she could bitch at me.
Oh.
And then she found my
You have it all with you.
She didn't know that. Then she found
She
my
leaves it
collection
at
of
my
pens.
house.
Then she found my collection of fans. So that,
Oh.
anyway. Yeah. So Madison's in Seattle. Hi, Maddie. She said she was going to watch today because she didn't have anything better to do.
Oh.
And I'm like, I love you too, kid.
Yeah.
Anyhow. So today is Sunday,
I didn't know what
the
episode it was.
17th. I think it's 160.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm
We
making
missed last
160.
week. I'm so sorry. Like I seriously put a little I didn't put I tweaked my back.
Yeah.
I had a nice little knot in my lower back. It was just a knot. I didn't do anything like weird. It was just a knot, but it was
Painful.
I was grumpy. I was grumpy McGrumperton and like it would not have been pretty. I was a grumpy girl.
That's okay. I told everybody in Canada I'd be back on the 17th, so don't bother to watch until then.
Right? So there we go. Yeah. Okay. I wanna put out something really quick here because I want you guys to have as much time as possible to take advantage of this if you want to. Etsy.
Mhm.
Etsy, the company Etsy, is giving $5 to all purchases of $25 or more for you guys, the shoppers.
Mhm.
All you have to do is at checkout put get 5 in the Etsy promo code at checkout, and you'll get $5 off your order. It doesn't come off of the profits for
you?
for the seller.
Oh, or any of the
Etsy
others?
themselves is actually putting the $5 in the pot.
Well, that's
so
amazing.
you guys get the $5.
I did see that in the
Yeah.
thing, and I just sort of clicked right through it. So
Right. Guys, we have overcast, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
I apologize, but
Yeah.
get 5 in the Etsy promo, not the shop promo, the Etsy promo code, and you'll get $5 off your order. And
Oh,
with
cool.
my shop right now, 25% off of Christmas, all holiday stuff is 25% off.
Nice.
And there's a few other things that are 25% off, and you get free shipping at $35. So take advantage
Woohoo.
while you can. You
Oh,
get lots
cool.
of
Lots of little fun
lots
things.
of stuff off. So
Cool.
all right, from there, since we're in Etsy,
Okay, we're in
we're in
Etsy.
Etsy mode.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're gonna do this kind of
Just-
backwards today.
It is kind of backwards, but I wanted to give you guys all the time in the world. So this
Those are nice.
past week, I realized I needed 2 row counters because I can't fucking remember what row I'm on. A 2-row counter. And
they
so I
hit
figured-
on my spreadsheet.
I figured if
Okay.
I have a hard time with it, some other people may too. So I created 2-row counters.
Mhm.
So it's 2 rings.
1, 2, 1, 2,
1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2.
Right.
You just flip flop them back and forth.
Nice.
So I probably will get many more colors up there, but right now they're blue and light pink. But these are not up just yet. They will go up today.
Those are nice.
Black.
Those are
Oh,
And
pink.
hot pink. They are blowing out. They're looking like
Amazing.
bubblegum pink here, but they are highlighter hot pink. I swears to you, they are not the
I
color you are
love
seeing. They are
it.
hot pink.
Aren't those cute?
Oh my gosh.
They show up better. I took a picture and put them up on Instagram. So
Look at how cute they are.
they
Yeah.
are highlighter hot pink. I hadn't
Because
seen
they
weeds
go
that
with
color.
everything other than if you're working on black and hot
Pink.
pink. Like maybe
Like
someone
Sue.
here. Yeah. Oh, you're not the only
I
one.
ran into that color and I went, stop it, really?
Really?
And there was only one container of those pink beads.
I like
so
those.
And who would have
Oh.
thought? You know, hot pink. This is my newest
You
muscle
muscle
bird.
bird.
a new muscleberg
New muscle
or a
bird.
new hat because
New
you
hat,
probably
'cause I
will
wanna
stop.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll stop it now. Yeah, you know.
I like these.
It's a
So
hat.
those are not up yet in the shop, but they will be by the end of today. So go in, favorite our shop on Etsy, and you'll get notified when they're up and live.
I did wear my
Let's go.
muscle bird, and I wore.
It got cold enough
Ellie's-
for you to wear it?
Yeah, it was really cold when we first got off at St. Anthony, and I had my hat on. I'll fold it up, my muscle
Oh.
hat, and I had on Ellie's mittens,
Oh,
and I got my picture taken with a Canadian Mountie.
Woohoo.
Nice.
I was like, I want to bring him home.
You need to forward me that photo and I'll
I
put
did
it up on
his
Instagram.
Yeah, so you can do that. So yeah, there you go. So
I don't know what they're named yet, Carly. You need to help me with the name on them. All of you guys need to help me with the name for these hot pink and black. They're
I don't know. I have to kind of think of something jazzy.
I've already got flocking pink.
Yeah,
I've already got the name, so sorry,
Okay.
can't use that one.
yeah. When I walked out of the yarn shop, I said, "Flock on!" And everybody's like, "All right." So who knows? So everybody in Canada, if you're watching from Tracy's Yard Truck or anybody else
There
who
you go.
saw me and got used to me, so
A,
A.
anybody
A.
from Canada, A.
I-
And they don't really say that.
No,
that much.
not
Where
that
you
much.
now? Where you were?
Not where we were. We were in Newfoundland and Nova Scotia, but we didn't make it to Greenland.
Naughty girl.
Not even anywhere near Greenland. We were 1,500 nautical miles away because of Idalia made a turn and decided to pummel our ship with the air.
Well,
And blew us, kept going this. He was only going 10 knots. I swear we were going backwards.
you
The
might have
number was
been.
like 1431, 1429, 1437. They stopped putting it on the little bar at the bottom. They just gave us the time, the place, and when the sun rose and set.
Right.
That was it. So I'm wearing my Canada shirt because I never got out of Canada.
Her Greenland cruise never made it
To
to Greenland.
Greenland.
No,
Sorry,
it didn't.
guys. So anyway, but needless to say, I did get some shopping done.
Oh, well.
And so I didn't know Karen was going to be here. So Tuesday I'll get Karen.
But,
But this is one for you and one for Jamie.
oh, hurry,
Just
hurry.
in case, because you know her mother-in-law is moving here to Indiana. And so she's going to be within the neighborhood. So I bought these at the Celtic Moose in Sydney, Nova Scotia. So that
That's great.
Oh,
Oh.
that's much needed.
Yeah. And I bought one for Jamie
It's like-
too, just in case.
It's the
A little
it's in case of an emergency
in case
blast.
of
really.
blast.
Break open.
I thought she tells me this, and I'm up in Canada,
Oh, that's great.
not being able to give
These
her
are
any
awesome.
super support. And I saw those.
Oh my
and I
God!
went,
Look at it's a real flask.
a real total flask, and I
And
thought,
it's pink.
oh, she's gonna need it. Yeah, I would. You might have to fight Jamie for the pink one, but you know, I figured, what the heck?
Oh my
you know?
God! Look at these.
That's great.
So, because
So that goes
this is
on
on
a
my
yarn
too.
bag.
or whatever you want in your car, doesn't make any difference.
Well, I probably shouldn't keep open
no,
alcohol
Colleen,
in
I
my
know.
car.
No, well, it's not open. It's closed.
It's closed.
It's not an open bottle.
It's not an open bottle.
Oh
and I
my
think
God!
it's just
These
an
are
open
those
container.
are fantastic.
Those
Isn't
are
that
great.
great?
Deborah.
You're very
Yeah.
welcome. And
Oh
then,
my God!
of course, I had to get you this.
To fill it.
No. Well, I don't know. Unless you want to go into a coma, maybe you might.
Oh no! Maple syrup from Canada. Canada. Yeah, that would put me into a
And
Yeah.
they don't use the F word up there very much. They
Fuck.
really don't. No, I think they have some other little colloquial
They're too nice.
term. They're too nice.
They're too nice.
But I
you
did
know
find
now.
one spot.
Oh, that's
I have
great.
to come back with something with the F word,
Well,
otherwise
always,
it wouldn't be a
yes.
trip, you know?
That's true.
I'd have to get right back on the boat and go right
Yeah,
on to
fuck
someplace.
are my keys? You know what's really funny is nobody has them anymore.
No.
Like, so this is perfect.
Mhm.
Well, and my keys are always in the bottom of my purse because that's
We
right.
don't have keys.
I don't have keys anymore. I
The
just have
fob.
the little
The
fobby
fob.
thing for,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm gonna attach my fob to this.
Yeah. Where in the
Well, there you
fuck-
go.
Where the fuck are my keys?
Hey, that's a new one. Anybody who's out there, where in the fuck is my fob?
Yeah,
know
there
what I
you
mean?
go.
There you go.
Oh my
Foreign
gosh.
objects. So, and
That's fantastic.
and in Halifax, I know how much you love baby llama.
Uh-oh.
You know that's
So-
what orgasm is made out of.
I know. So I got her some more baby llama.
This-
Oh.
This
It's
is
a
the exact
soft-
same yarn
Yes.
that I made orgasm with.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. And I was so
Silly
surprised
Manny.
to find it. And it was
I
just
kept calling it
there.
Illuminati.
Illuminati.
Illuminati. It's
Yeah.
Illuminati.
Yeah, it's Illuminati, and everybody's looking for Illuminati.
It's so
Thank you.
soft and
It's so it
squishy.
is. It's soft and squishy. And I thought
You
that's a
just
nice
want me to
brand.
make you an orgasm with it.
Oh.
No, I had my own things. At home on
This
Friday.
this is so
I
squishy.
know.
Isn't it soft?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And so
You know that, like,
it's her world's favorite yarn. I mean, I know that, and it was her favorite. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna. Gail's standing in the shop.
it feels like an orgasm.
Yeah, and I said, she goes, "What are you gonna do with it?" I said, "I'm gonna give it to Sue. She's gonna have an orgasm." And I I think I said she's going to make an orgasm, but nope. Everybody in the shop turned and looked
Looks,
at
of
me
course.
and walked over very kind of serendipitously, kind of walked over to see if they could feel the arm to find out if they were going to have an orgasm
Well,
from
yeah,
it.
why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I think she sold out that day.
Probably so.
So that was
Yeah.
in Halifax. At the
So
Loop.
That pattern's in the Etsy shop as well.
Yeah. So you just helped her business by.
I did. Let me tell
By
you.
this orgasmic yarn. It is very
It really
like
is.
it is so stupid soft.
It really is.
soft.
I mean, there's
Now I'm gonna have to make something else to go with because I think this is the exact same color too.
if it isn't, it's very close. They
Yeah.
had gray, and I thought of Marcia. And
No, I don't think I got gray.
I don't think so. I said, and then as I kind of dug around the pile, I looked
Right.
around and I thought, this is so close to
Mhm.
Sue's orgasm
Mhm.
that and of
I
course
should go get it.
everybody's like looking at you
Let me
96
go get it.
96 different ways to Wednesday, and you're trying to figure out what it
This
is.
is just, you guys, you would not believe how soft this feels. It's like,
And if you don't know the story, and if you've just sort of joined us since we had our very first episode, that's what we named our first episode.
right.
Because the first time we felt it, we said,
Right.
"Oh my God, that's orgasmic!" So,
Yep.
I think all the weirdos on YouTube were looking for orgasm, and they found us, and they didn't realize what we were
Well, yeah.
all about. So now they know what we
Now they
were all
know.
about. So
Oh,
anyway,
here it comes.
oh, it's so close. Oh my gosh, it's going to go so good.
Mm-hmm.
It might even be. It's a little lighter, I
It's a
think.
little lighter,
A
I
little
think.
lighter.
Yeah, but
But
it's
it's a couple years
since.
different.
But
Yeah, but
This
still,
is
this is,
yeah, see, the whole
Mm.
orgasmic for you.
it's very soft, very
It is.
squishy.
and it's 9 feet long.
Yeah.
And I finally turned her into a converter of
She
a
did.
9-footer.
She converted me to the 9 foot.
The reason why I like 9 feet
When we were in Alaska,
is because you can do this,
yeah,
and you still have tail.
little Tori, who's like shorter than me. I love Tori because I can put my elbow on her shoulder.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nobody else in the world I can do that to except a child of 3. And so she had this long scarf on the whole time whenever we went out in Alaska. And it was like, oh my God, it kept her so warm up here. It
It
kept her
did.
warm around there.
It did.
She wrapped it around her waist at one point. I mean, it was like,
You can wrap it around your head. Like
Yeah.
when I have it like this, you can.
Yeah. You can do a lot of things.
can
with
you
just
it.
pull
just
this
do a
up.
whole bunch of stuff. See? So look at that. Now, I didn't get you enough to make another 9-footer, but
Well, you
know,
could.
got
You just wouldn't be
mittens.
as wide.
Yeah, or you can
Right.
do your mittens, or you can do socks, or you can do, when you walk
Not
around.
socks.
Well, we can give it to Colleen or Leah.
Colleen's closer.
Yeah. Leah's faster though.
Yeah.
Sorry, Colleen. I didn't mean to pick on you, Colleen, but Leah is faster, And then anytime I look at something that's like Fair Isle, I have Ellie in Norway.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I do
so-
Farrell too.
yeah. Oh yeah, you can.
I do Farrell.
Get a little.
This
Yeah.
this pattern is up in my Etsy shop. It's
And
very
it's great.
economical,
Very easy to
and
do.
it's
Mhm.
kind of popcorny-ish.
And we
knitting.
actually kind of figured out another way to do it is if you take the pattern from the shadow shawl where you do 2 knit, a knit, and then a purl, you could actually create, and maybe not this, you could actually create this in a really nice shadow
I'm
shawl.
gonna give that a
rectangle.
whirl after when
I
I
think
have
that's so cool.
when I have another
Mhm.
project. Like
Yeah.
When
to
you have a
kinda
hot
go there
minute.
and get a hot
Yeah.
minute. See,
speaking of hot, this
See
is
the
coming
hot.
up.
Yeah.
yeah, not anymore. Here, you need the fan again. Here we go.
Get that fan going.
Gotta get that fan going. Gotta have it. So anyhow.
Very pretty.
So no, what's news with you guys? I didn't miss much. I'm sorry, I didn't miss much. I missed the start of football season, so I don't know who.
Yeah,
won.
Aaron Rodgers.
I missed Aaron Rodgers getting
He got
hurt.
hurt
Yeah, I'm
for the
sorry to hear
season.
that. So he's out for the season. So Peyton coming back. We need to. Eli, you're a little younger.
Yeah.
I mean, and it seems when you do those Hawaiian commercials, people like the Eli better than the Peyton. So Eli, maybe Indianapolis should be.
Well,
your
I
little
think that has
place.
a lot to do with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I think so. It could be it. Snoop Dogg and Martha. Did you know that Martha is going to is on the cover of? She's doing a bathing suit cover.
Oh, she is?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if Snoop's going to be on it or not, but she's going to be one of the, she was a model once years ago. and
Well,
she-
yeah, that was you.
She's going to get on and be in a bathing suit. I hope it's a one piece,
For-
but you know,
For what?
for swimsuit.
Swimsuit cover up.
For what magazine?
I don't know, whichever one they do that big swimsuit thing all
Sports
the time.
Illustrated?
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
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 So Martha Stewart's going to do that. Tell you
I
like
hope
that.
there's some airbrushing involved there.
I would imagine there will be. She's
Nothing
she's
against
not,
you, Martha, but you're
she's not happy,
70
but she
years old or
carries it
something.
81.
81?
81.
81
But
years
she
old.
carries a lot here.
81
so,
years
you
young.
know,
I do too.
Yeah, well,
I'm
don't we all?
younger than her.
And so, anyway, so I
More
mess.
power to them.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
We need to show everybody and everything and all
We-
of their.
Got to get out there and do our thing and
Yeah.
just get going. And doesn't make any difference if your skirt flies up in the wind. Just let it go. You know, it doesn't make any difference. You know, and be careful going out of a bathroom that it's not stuck. Yeah, because that can be a bit embarrassing.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
yeah.
when you walk out of a bathroom and then
And you have toilet paper.
somebody's yanking at your butt, and you're
Yeah,
like,
that's
"What?"
what? What
And
are you
you
doing?
have-
What are you doing?
And then it's like you were exposed. I'm like, really? So
So then you have to rearrange yourself.
I had to rearrange myself again. So yeah. I always like the underwear. I mean the toilet paper on the shoe.
Oh yeah, that's always the
Especially cracks me up because people come out of the bath. Do you ever notice this? They come out of a bathroom like it's some sort of thing. Like women just don't go to the bathroom.
No.
I mean, we now have commercials. You poop, girl. You know, I mean, so now they've announced to the world that we finally poop.
Like people didn't know.
Like they didn't know
They
we
didn't
didn't do
know.
this.
to begin with.
Did you ever? I mean, we were sitting and waiting to get on the shuttle, and the bathroom was over there, and women come out of the bathroom like we've never been in there, but like it's some sort of special little.
It's a
I
special
don't know.
place.
And it just cracks me up. And then somebody came out and, of course, had like, it was attached to a roll of toilet paper that was going along with her. And she must have been 97 if she was a day.
Oh.
And I felt so bad. And so I kind of tried to get to it, but some little kid went up and grabbed it instead.
Oh.
So, and then he threw it at his sister. So I thought,
Oh well.
Well, he was having fun with it.
yeah, he was.
Yeah, so-
Maggie, I'm knitting the shadow shawl.
yes.
And it
Deb's
is
got hers.
Deb's got one that's finished. Mine is hot pink and a gray and black
Sparkly.
marbled.
That's pretty.
The hot pink is from Leading Men. The gray is from I'm not sure where.
And when you want your shadow shawl to be finished, it looks like this.
Yes.
It does.
It does. It's
Very pretty.
really pretty. It's really cool. It's like a fake brioche,
Mhm.
and in the world,
It's like it is a fake brioche.
and the world seems to think that you're really talented when all you do is knit and purl and kind of go back and forth. And
Yeah.
And you
And-
knit 3/4 of the time and only
Yeah,
purl
purl one row.
Which
one
is
fourth
right
of
up
the
her
time.
alley.
Totally up my alley.
and you don't even need to do yarn overs because someone doesn't do yarn overs. She
Not
does
where there's
perfect,
well, I do on the ends.
but not here.
No.
No,
I have
yeah.
a problem with that.
So, I mean, it's really a nice shawl. I really like
Mhm.
it, and I got a lot of compliments about it.
It's pretty.
Yeah, and I even tried to figure out a way to. Even got a plastic bag from our steward to see if I could figure out a way to block it,
Mhm.
but I didn't have any pins or anything. So,
right.
and the only thing I could do was like put water bottles on the edge
Right.
to hold it down. I didn't think
Yeah,
that would hold
just
it.
do
It probably would.
You know, and then I'd have to sleep with Gail or something in the other bed because my bed would be wet. So yeah,
Yeah, no.
but it's really easy. It's a free download on Ravelry.
It is called the shadow shawl.
And we've decided that you can probably make it very rectangular, or you can go on the bias if you want.
Yeah, if
so
you wanna
it's a
do it
very
like the-
versatile type borrowed
Like the,
design that you could
Mhm.
go forever.
Mhm.
So I really enjoyed it, and I'm going
I like
to
it.
do another one.
I'm not as far as Sue is, but
I think the next time I do something that's similar, I think I will do like a wrap.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're more of you're a rappy type person.
Yeah,
She's always going.
I am. Right. Yeah.
So she's,
Right.
she's
I'm
into
constantly
she's
doing
rapping.
it.
Yeah.
Me and Snoop.
Usually
and
she's
Snoop.
underneath her breath going, she's mad.
Oh golly.
That's her world of
Yeah,
rap.
I
But
just get mad.
anyway, so go on Ravelry. It's Shadow Shawl. It's
Yep.
fun. It's a great project. And I keep track because you know me in spreadsheets and I have to write everything down anyway. So I had a 4 thing that I checked off all the way. I only did 45 sections on mine. And
You
then-
didn't go through all of your yarn?
No.
I'm just going through all of my
Yeah.
yarn.
And it does say to do so that all you're going to do is bind off and I did not do at the end, you're supposed to do 10 rows of garter stitch.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a little dreary and I had on a dark blue outfit and I couldn't figure out where it was half the time. I'd take half of it out. So I thought 4 rows is enough. So it's a pattern. It's a suggestion.
It's a suggestion. There you
Yes.
go.
So anyway.
So Maggie says she loves it, but she's making the wrapped in brioche shawl. Free pattern.
Oh,
Nice.
well, Maggie's a little bit ahead of the game. I don't do brioche.
I
Well, at
don't
least
either.
not yet.
I need to do Marsha's
And I
brioche.
fixed my hat.
Marsha or Leah's brioche cowl. I want to try.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
I need to venture into the brioche world.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should.
You should.
I know.
You're very talented.
Yeah. And when you're finished, then
And
that's something
she-
you can put on.
And she's younger than us. I turned 70 on the ship. Let me tell you.
And happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See my birthday present?
Would you,
Oh, pretty.
It's a yellow.
I want to turn it around so I can see.
Okay.
Very
Is it yellow?
pretty.
It's a yellow diamond that matches. It's round. They didn't have a square one that matches my square earring.
Oh, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
It's really nice.
Yes,
and
it
he
is.
did good. He wasn't even there. His credit card was, but he wasn't.
You're talking about Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey
Yeah.
did really good
Well,
for your
yeah,
70th birthday.
He did excellent by
Didn't
your
he,
gift.
Jed? He did.
Mhm.
And then I bought the ring for myself.
Well, there you go.
Oh, well, now you have a
See, and I
matching
have a
set.
whole set. But did you ever notice at jewelry stores? They sell you these gorgeous necklaces, nice, skinny, little, pretty little
Change.
chains that are so delicate that you're okay. They give you the shittiest clasps in
Oh,
the back
Oh,
with the teeniest, tiniest little rings that you can't
get your fingers on.
fingers through. And no offense to Northern Canada, they didn't have any of the shops, the Effie shops, which are usually
Oh.
on cruise ships. They only had one in Halifax, so I couldn't drop it off for them
Mhm.
to do
Right.
anything about. So I'm going to have to send it to New York to get it fixed and stuff like that, which is fine.
You don't need to send it to New York.
I can go, yeah, but they'll do it for free, and then they'll appraise it and give me all the other paperwork that goes along with the
Oh,
doodad gizmos that you're supposed to turn into the insurance company
Oh,
when you lose it. You know,
Like Gail did for her
Yeah.
purchases.
yeah, like
Yes.
Gail does that too. So, and since I'm kind of hogging the world anyway, let me show you what I bought
Yeah.
at Tracy's yarn shop,
Which is the
which is a truck. She's a rolling truck out of Sydney, Nova Scotia. And she's such a nice lady, and the truck is amazing.
Mm.
Oh my God, her truck was
And-
so
and-
amazing.
she has the funnest Instagram.
Yeah,
Yes, funnest Instagram. She's constantly tagging the ships that are at port.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, next ship's in," and she takes a picture of the ship. It's awesome. I'm like, I love her.
We
She
were
just-
there separate. We weren't there the day we were supposed to be there because they kind of switched our schedule around. So P&O, which is owned by Carnival, was sitting right in front. And I'm like, they have all these little box shops that
Okay.
they put at the pier that they
Right.
rent out for the season.
Right.
And then, you can go in and out of shops. So you don't have to even go into town. You're
Yeah.
right there at
You're
the
right
cruise
there.
ship.
Yeah.
Well, she was
I
parked
love
over
that.
by that.
She is so smart.
Oh, she was
That is
so
the
clever.
smartest thing
Yeah.
ever.
Amazing.
That's what we need to do. We need to move to one of the coasts, and
Okay.
I'll open up a a yarn truck
Right.
just to hit the cruise ships every time they come
But-
into port.
But
And
Tracy,
you
no
can go
offense,
onto the port.
Yeah,
You
I
can go
be
on the
bored.
ship.
I can go to the ship.
Yeah.
So that'll work.
Yeah,
I like
right.
it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can even take the ship. We can take the boat on. We can take the truck on the ship.
Drive it.
Oh, we can figure something out because they do. They drive stuff onto the ship. They take those
With
little
the
beep
forklift.
beep beep things and the forklifts
Yeah, the
and stuff.
forklift's going.
So they could put the forklift. They could take us on there.
Well,
You know. So anyway, we'll figure that out. Tracy will
Well, I was
be
gonna
in touch.
say,
Nicest lady you would want, and she's knowledgeable, and her truck was amazing, and she's over there. And I came around the corner and went, ah! And so I went over and I bought. This is called Timber Yarns. It is from Canada. Who would have known?
No.
And it's a sock set so that you get socks, but I'll have a mitten set with it. It's bright colors.
I love it.
Isn't it great? It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
fun. And I didn't have my sister with me saying, what are you buying that for?
Oh, wow.
So I had more fun with Tracy than you would want.
Ooh.
Check this out. This is called Windswept Fibers Design.
That's fun.
It's dyed in Newfoundland and Labrador. Labrador and Newfoundland are the same
Right.
place, you know. But isn't that, it's called Sail Away.
Oh,
Isn't
at
that
those
with
colors.
the water, with the sunset, with the
Oh.
pink skies?
oh.
Isn't this just the best?
Yes.
It's a I
That's
could have
it's
just
gorgeous.
not so in Tracy's Lily Yarn Shop. This was in the back of the shop, and I zoomed straight to it.
It had your name on. Oh my goodness. Oh, Sue, look.
Oh, wow.
Isn't this great? This is from Ontario, Ottawa, and it's DK. Isn't that good?
Oh
It's
my
gonna be
gosh.
Probably mittens.
It blows out so bad, guys.
Yes, it
this
does.
is
I'm
all
sorry, but it
highlighter
is
colors.
unbelievable. So that was like, I went straight to it. I said, it's the first thing I saw when I walked in the truck. I'm
That's
not
cool.
kidding. You walk in the door and you're like, wow, look at all this yarn. And then all of a sudden, bam.
Boom.
You know how you focus in on something? So I got that. And then this is organic cottage socks is fiber fleece artist, which is made in Nova Scotia. And this is
I've gotten
the
some stuff from them
Newfoundland
before.
cover. This is
That's
the Newfoundland color. So I thought, since I spent so much time up there, I might as well make something, because you never
In
know
their
when
color.
we go to Greenland
Yeah.
again.
That's really pretty too.
Yeah, it
Very-
kind
I
of is
am
really neat.
certain that I have knit something with fleece
Fleece art- oh,
artists
yeah.
before.
It's made in Nova Scotia, just outside of Halifax, Nova Scotia, but they don't have a shop open to the public. So,
Oh.
which is unfortunate. Fleece artists, get your butts together and give us one. And this is Tracy's Nerds on Wheels. It's Nerds with Needles, Canada, and that's her colorway. It's a
Oh,
it's a dark
my gosh.
purple, not blue. It's more of a purple, but that's her colorway
Nerds
for
with
her thing.
needles,
Isn't
That's
that cute?
great.
Yes.
purple, white, black.
And then in Nova Scotia, I got this one, which is more purple, but as you can see, it kind of fades out. But I kind of thought maybe I could do something together
Yeah.
Yeah.
with this to kind of go for Tracy and Loop. It's called the Loop in the
Okay.
bigger shop in Nova Scotia. I
Mm.
dragged my sister up a hill, whoop, and down the way, and it was humid and sticky,
Mm.
and but we got back before it rained,
Okay.
so we did.
Good.
So now you have all of the fun stuff that I got while I was
Oh,
out
Yeah,
and about.
holy buckets.
Yeah.
Yep, it was fun, and it was expensive. But then when they bill your credit card, we pay American price,
Right.
not the Canadian
Oh,
price.
Right.
right.
So it worked out okay. So someday we'll come back to this, and I'll say, "Remember when I went on that trip?"
Yeah.
And you'll be all like, "No."
You'll
And
do you
one other thing, Dawn, if you're watching, your boo bag made it all the way to one of the
one of the
the steering crew, you know, the important people up at top with the captain.
Yeah.
She had all these little stars and bars. Made it to her. She had to see my boob bag
Oh,
because people all over the ship were talking about my boob bag. And we walked by and she goes, the one lady goes, look, there she is. And so she comes walking over to me and I thought, she goes,
what
wait,
did I do?
wait. And I thought, oh God, what did I do? Did I forget?
I don't want to. I'm in trouble.
I'm in trouble. I'm going to go to, cruise jail. And she says, that is the best bag I have ever seen. I said, I know. I said, the only problem is, I said, now I can fold my boobs. It doesn't have
that on there.
And so I also mentioned that in Tracy. I said, well, if you wanted, I said, I think 700 people out there know about all know about
Right.
the boob bag.
my hanging boobs, and it's like, well, what size sweater do you knit? And I said, well, it just depends where my boobs are. At
Yeah,
that
that's
moment,
a toy.
So she was like,
Depends.
oh, where did you get that bag? And I said, well, one of my flockers gave it to me. And she's like, huh? But she didn't pursue it, and I didn't pursue it with her. But
Yeah, really.
it made it all the way up to the.
You should
to
have
the
said,
food.
I got it from a flocker. What's it to you?
Yeah, every time I left a shop, flock on. Yeah, so we had a good time. So that was the best part of the whole thing. Obviously,
But we should.
I love that. That
She
is
did
great.
She got her boob bag from
From
Dawn,
Dawn.
Yeah.
and I think Dawn got it in.
Tulsa, I think, or something
Tulsa,
like that.
I think,
Yeah, because she's
something like
from
that.
Oklahoma.
I'm
area.
sure if you went on to
Somewhere you
Etsy
know.
or something and just typed in boob bag, you would
Boob
come
bag,
up with
you
something
probably-
close.
Probably didn't get a picture of my boobs.
I hope not.
I hope not too either. Let me tell you,
I hope not. I hope not.
they're sagadaggy-o. But so now that I've kind of hauled over the whole discussion, and I did start a new shawl. I'm going to show you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Which one?
You started a new one
I did
already?
start
Yeah,
a new
she
one.
said
Getting
she was
an
going
awful
to.
lot of knitting done.
I did. I did.
Ooh.
This was from Anchorage, Alaska. It's I check this out. Look,
You
watch
got
this.
the tag in it?
Watch this. She can now pull the tag up.
Well,
and
I
down.
could, but I'm not going to do it. Just
You can.
yeah. Oh, well, no, I didn't. There was yarn over it, and I didn't want to just
Oh.
pull it over. It would pull the whole thing out.
Yeah.
But she usually knits from the inside,
Yes, I do.
and
I don't.
so she doesn't
Because I
keep
thought
these.
that's why you wrapped around the thing so you would know where the
Right.
center was.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a storage unit
It
for the
is.
name.
It is.
So anyway,
This is Northern Bee Studio
yes. It's
in color
gorgeous.
Forager.
Yes.
It's very pretty.
Very pretty color.
Mhm.
And the shawl is one and has a picture of one of our favorite little ladies on it.
It does.
Yeah. Do you know who that is?
Oh, the forest shawl.
That's Emma.
Oh,
And do you know
Did-
who's getting married?
Emma
Emma from Emma's Yarn.
from Emma's Yarn.
Four Pearls. Anyway, this is a better picture of it, I think, in the back.
Well, there's
There's the picture.
Emma.
There's
Right.
Emma. And this is what it's going to look like. It's got a lot of yarn overs knit two together. It's an 8-row repeat.
Yeah.
And
That's
I thought
pretty.
for sure
Nice.
yesterday I'd be a lot further than this, but we got on an earlier flight. So you don't see too much of it.
But
Fun.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. So
Awesome.
listen,
And you only have to repeat it 40 times.
yeah. And speaking of keeping track,
Uh-oh.
she keeps track that way. I keep track with stitch markers.
well, I got on the computer. They have a little computer lab, and I went to a free page to print out graph paper because I didn't have any with me.
Oh.
You notice how you've been through that.
I keep track with pink tape.
Well, I
Well-
do that too, but like in a pattern like this,
This,
once you get
Right.
past the
the initial,
initial where it's a
Start.
little fiddly,
Yeah,
and
it
you really
is.
need to kind of follow the directions. And then it's a 4-row repeat.
Yep.
And literally I just go by the color
Right.
yarn that I'm using. So
and so you don't really need to make
Mhm.
too much.
I
of
don't
it.
have a
Yeah.
pattern in front of me at all.
Mhm.
And I'm so proud
I
of
have
you.
a freaking FO, guys.
Yay.
For fuck's sake, finally.
It went from a WIP to
to
an
an FO.
FO.
And as my dad would say, does that mean fuck off?
Mm-hmm.
That's what my dad said. What does it mean? Why are you telling everybody to fuck off? I'm like, I'm not, Dad. Just telling them it's a finished object. 19
Perfect.
inches from
And then
From-
start the decrease.
from the yes.
So you go 19
I
inches
go
from the
19
cast-
inches
from
from
the
the
E.
cast on to where you're gonna
decrease.
decrease, and that gives you a nice little about 2-inch
Yeah, it does.
Right.
fold over.
Isn't that cute?
And this is for my father-in-law,
Who's going to be right down the street?
who's gonna be right down the street,
He'll need it.
and he'll need it.
Yeah.
He'll need it.
So, yeah, I did.
So it's brown on the other side.
I got on.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look, that's cute. I didn't know you did the brown.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it so
Mhm.
much nicer.
And
Unless you have a little teeny tiny head like hers, you could still fold it over. Give yourself a 3-inch fold over.
yeah,
There
really.
you go.
No, it looks like I got a brown head on. Sort of like my normal head of hair, you know. So I did get a lot of compliments on my birthday. They were like saying, "You don't look 70."
Well, you don't.
And I said,
You
"Well,
don't look 70.
the next time I get my hair done, I'm gonna
I don't know
have
what
a
70 is supposed to look like.
Yeah.
I
but
don't either.
You don't look
Yeah.
70.
And I felt 70 a couple times. But I wanted to tell you, I had one major accomplishment on this one. I walked up from 2 where the casino was to 7 on the stairs.
On the stairs. Good
And
for
I didn't
you.
have to stop, and I wasn't overly short of breath,
5
like to
flights.
the point that I had to go, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So I did really good. I was very proud of myself.
That is really good.
So Aaron Rodgers, look out, I can take your job.
Well, you could do it better than him right now.
That's true.
At this point, yes.
I know.
For
How
sure.
did he do it in the game?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he did. He got tackled, and he just fell on it wrong, and yeah,
Off it went. Yeah.
off it went. It was the game that Eli and Peyton they broadcast certain games.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Well, Peyton said, "Well, I thought they would just tape it up and send him right on back. He's in a boot." Yeah, he is.
Too funny.
Do either one of you have a fixer thing here
Yeah.
on deck somewhere?
Uh-uh.
You have a fixer in there?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I
Deb
always have a
does.
fixer.
Karen does. Yeah, I do right here.
Yeah. Well, I tried to fix.
Karen carries
I tried to
safety
fix it
pins.
without.
No, you
just-
carry safety pins. You put a hole in it, and you take it on Wednesdays and give it to Marcia.
That's right. They're those little stitch marker diaper pins, I call them.
Thanks, love.
No problem. We were dicking around with it,
Did
and now we
you,
broke it.
Oh,
You know, I tried to fix it with just my knitting needles, and normally I can, but I really
I can't. I have to have a little. I think it's here more so than with it.
Mm.
And when I cast on stitches, and they say cast on at the end or pick up, I
right.
use my hook'em thingy to pick up
Oh,
the
do you?
stitches. Yeah, and then put it on my knitting needle.
Okay.
So that's how we do it. So what's new with you guys? Anything planned for the winter? Doing anything great?
Yeah,
Gonna
knitting.
coming and going? And I told everybody, I said, well, if you don't mind, I said we're on it for about an hour, and it's 10% knitting and 90% everything else.
But that's okay.
She goes, I
We
like
do it
that. I
well.
like that. So, yeah. So if you ever get up to Sydney, Nova Scotia, be sure to check out Tracy's truck. It's a beautiful little
Yes.
truck.
Yeah, that's a great truck.
Yeah, and I think that's
check her
something-
out on Instagram. She
Too.
is fun on Instagram.
She really
too.
is. Yeah, because she really thought that was great that we say boob and penis all the time. So that
Would there be anything else to talk about?
was fun. No, I mean,
Thank you.
yeah, you're very welcome. Oh, I better put it away so don't
Yeah,
lose
put
it.
it away.
Pick her up.
And
I had split the yarn trying to do it with my knitting needles, and
oh, don't you hate when that happens?
I was just like, "What are you doing, Susan?"
The stuff that I used from this, and maybe that's why Hobby Lobby decided to kind of get rid of it. This stuff splits
Oh, the
as
black
well. The
did?
black did spinner or something spinner. It's great to work with. It's really soft and everything, but it splits really easy if you're not careful when you're, kind of getting a roll on it.
Right.
And I think from now, I like.
You didn't show this yet, did you?
Yeah, I had it in my head.
Oh my god, guys!
Isn't
Look
that
at all
fun?
those nice colors in there.
It's so much fun.
It really is. It would fit you too.
Yeah, I probably would, but I'm not going to put it on because I just got my hair back up in the thing.
You just got your hair done.
I
so
just got it.
gotcha.
I just got it back in there.
Yeah. So I even
Oh,
had a
goodness.
pedicure when we were on the ship.
Well, I'm sure you did. You were so bored.
Uh-oh.
Didn't get to go where you were supposed to go.
They
I can't believe that they didn't give more of a.
no, they gave a certain amount to each room, which in our case, because we didn't pay that much for it, we
Right.
actually made out ahead.
Well,
Right.
okay.
And they came, and this cruise for Gail came with an extensive amount of fun money for the casino.
Mhm.
So we just kind of figured that they'd load it on her card and it would have to be used in the casino.
Right.
Because it would be whatever.
Right.
And nope. They
Cash.
handed her cash. And I was
Ooh.
like, and she used it on the casino, of course. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they got
Right,
it back,
right.
so it really didn't matter. So they were fumbled. Once they realized they couldn't get there, I don't think this crew has this Carnival group didn't have, or maybe haven't experienced a change, such a big change.
Yeah, it was a big
Because
change.
it was 2 stops. I mean, we were in Nantucket and then we were in Quack Quack. That's the other one. Quack Quack.
Quack, quack.
Quack Quack. QARQ, or something like that. Quack Quack.
Too many cues.
In Canada,
And no, Greenland.
Greenland.
And then we were supposed to come back to St. Anthony and then down Sydney, Corner Brook, and then down. And they were talking about Lee forever on the thing. And Idella was the one that had the wind that kept us from making any progress.
Oh, yeah.
We got to Boston, dropped off the sick person. He got back out into the lane. And seriously, you know how sometimes when it's really windy and you're walking into the store like this,
Right.
it felt like the ship was just
Doing-
sitting there, like somebody forgot to bring the anchor up. And the wind was just pouring at us. That was unbelievable. And that at that time it wasn't real rocky, but when he would make a turn or something, then he went into the Gulf of St. Lawrence, which was much better because you're between 2 pieces of land. We did have some wind and some rain and things like that, but it wasn't quite as bad, you know, other than the fact that, hey, isn't that the same moose we saw yesterday? And
Kind of like cow.
Yeah.
Another cow.
Nope, I think it's the same cow from Twister.
Right.
I like that movie.
I watched it again the other day.
Oh, really? So
Twister.
that's how come you remember the cow
Yeah.
situation?
Cow. Another cow.
You know, no, I think it's the same
Same.
one. So it was the same sort of thing. And then they were telling us up in St. Anthony, I guess they do have quite a few moose up that way that come into town at this time of year. And they said, don't talk to them, just ignore them. They're dumber than you, which I took personally. And
You took personally.
and some people saw bear. And when we were in, I can't remember where. Anyhow, we saw a bunch of salmon. Those fuckers were big. I mean, they were like at least 30 pounds. I don't know what
Wow.
they grow up there or what they feed them up there.
Steroids.
But I mean, they eat people. It was
They
this
eat people.
big.
The salmon are eating people up
I'm not
there in
kidding.
Canada.
They were a good 20, 30 pounds. I don't know if that's good when you buy salmon or when you grow salmon, if that's,
Grow salmon.
you know, or in a salmon farm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they do
Don't
have
you
those.
raise them? You don't grow them. It's not like I had a lettuce.
Oh, well, whatever.
They
They do have salmon farms, so I
Yes.
just went with the Midwestern standard of
Growing.
growing. You
You
know,
grow cows too?
You raise cows. But how do you raise a cow? You got to put them on an elevator or something. You know what I mean? What are you doing to raise a cow? They're growing. I mean, do you raise your children? No, they grow. So it's
A
technical.
little bit of both.
So what do you got over there?
Oh,
Yeah.
hmm.
Yeah, what you got over
What
there?
you got over there? I understand.
You don't get to
Someone went to Leading Men for you.
No. Well, I did.
You went to Leading Men too?
No.
Joy went.
No, we were at the Youngstown Fiber Fest yesterday.
You did.
Mhm.
Oh.
This is Brenda and Heather.
Oh, look
Is
at
this a new one of theirs?
This is the new Dark Side of the Rainbow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dark Side of the Rainbow. Oh my gosh.
Look at it.
Guys. And this is what it's up like.
Oh, yeah, our gals. And
Yeah.
Brenda and Heather, you are known in Sydney,
Oh,
Nova Scotia.
great.
Yeah. The one lady that spoke found out we were from Indiana. She goes, "Oh, I've used yarn from there." She goes, "There are two girls." I said, "Brenda and Heather." And she
Yes,
goes,
because they're
"Yeah,
queens.
'cause she said, it's like the other name. And I said, "Brenda and Heather," because Bob, Brenda
Right.
and Heather. And she's like, she goes, she used the Star Wars. And she said, "How do they put a fade in a fade?" I said, "I don't know. I think it's
in a fade and a stripe.
And a stripe.
Fade
and
and a
everything
stripe.
else. So it was unbelievable. And so then Tracy goes, "Who?"
Brenda and Heather.
So you
Brenda
might
and
be
Heather.
there from Tracy.
They are.
Yeah,
They're
so you never
great.
know. So what else did you get?
Fiber seed. You know.
Gosh.
Oh my, look at that
Fox Hollow.
color.
Ugh.
I love that.
Fox Hollow from Fiber Seed.
Mhm.
Oh, what a fall, wonderful color.
Mhm. But Reese wasn't there yesterday.
Oh, bummer.
He
He's
had
our
other
hero.
plans.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
well, he had other things to
Yeah.
do.
Fox
So
Hollow.
if you ever get on,
From
check
Fiber
out
Seed.
Reese's
Yeah.
colors. He does the best.
Yeah. This is from Bad Sheep Yarn, and it's called Wild Blueberry.
I love this name. Bad Sheep. Bad sheep yarn.
Bad sheep.
And they were stationed in North Pole, Alaska.
Wild blueberries.
And they were
colored in.
here?
No,
Oh, the place.
I ordered that,
Oh, okay.
but now they're in Pensacola, Florida.
They were up in Alaska and now they're in Florida. They've moved.
Yeah, they moved.
That's a little drastic.
Just a tad bit.
That's a
Yeah,
culture shock.
of the world.
101 for sure.
Yeah.
Culture shock.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
and
definitely.
there's-
Temperature.
Oh, temperature.
Climate
oh,
shock.
Yeah. Ooh.
Pensacola.
Pensacola,
I mean,
Florida.
talk
From
about
Anchorage.
going. What a road trip. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You
So-
know,
I would not want to road trip that.
nah, me
No,
either.
no.
I wouldn't even want to fly it. You know?
Yeah,
Whenever
but I'd
they
much
stop
rather
you.
fly it.
Fly it.
Yeah,
then, yeah,
the
I would
road
too.
trip it. Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
me too. So yeah.
So,
So,
that
yeah.
was
The crew's back and we're all here and I'm here until the end of October. So
yay! I'm
She's
so
here
happy
for-
you're here.
Yeah, like a hot minute.
yeah, then I go to Rome.
Then she goes to Rome.
I have to bring the ship back.
Yeah,
We could
she
take a
flies to
ship.
Rome to
Yeah.
get on the ship to bring the ship back
Back
to
to
the States.
Tampa. We got on in Tampa and took it to Barcelona, and then they put it in dry dock and they painted it. So we have to go back to Rome and see what it looks like.
Definitely.
You know, so we're
And
going to
bring
go
it
put
back.
it in Rome, and then we're going to bring it back to, you know, and
Yeah.
it's the end of October. So hope to God there isn't one of these zebra storms floating around in the middle of the Atlantic.
And you get
so
stuck
that
in like
I get
Greece.
stuck in
Yeah.
like somewhere,
Oh
you know.
darn! Greece
know?
of all places.
Well, there was a cruise ship day. You heard that? Did you guys hear that? There was a cruise ship stuck for 4 days. It grounded itself
Yeah, it
in
did.
Iceland.
Mhm.
Could you imagine?
No.
No, we would be walking across Iceland at this point. I'd have to get off and say, I'm not getting back on. I'm sorry.
I'm taking my luggage and I'm flying home.
Now put it up on the rocks. I got to check, make sure there's no holes in any of this, you know, in this ship, you know.
Right.
We did a
Mm.
duck tour in Halifax, you know, one of
Oh,
those
did you?
amphibious things, which was
Yeah.
really fun. We went through town. And then he drove all the way up to the front of our ship to show how we have some sort of bevel at the bottom of our ship. I didn't
Okay.
see the bevel. I was just so amazed. You look at it from the dock and you see this scope,
Right.
and you see it when you walk by it and everything else. But when you are sitting in
In
the
the water. In a little-
underneath,
yes,
in
in
a
a
little
little-
amphibious boat,
In a little
looking
boat.
at this ship,
Mhm.
I was like,
It's massive.
oh my God. And they
They're
sent,
massive.
and they sent, well, and then there's a big Titanic museum and stuff up there. And for a while, they said Jack Dawson was buried in Halifax. And so there was a big bunch of people who would come to this one cemetery where Jay Dawson was buried. Well, his name was Joseph, and he was never on the Titanic, and he died like at 80 some odd years old. And
It's just for movies.
and then the guy on the thing said, yeah, we almost had to close the town because tourism stopped.
Oh.
Because nobody was going up there once they realized it wasn't Jack. You know,
Yeah.
but they did film the scene where she throws it over, was filmed right there in the harbor in Halifax.
Nice.
Yeah. Because
Nice.
in 1917, I'm going to give you some history here, just because I remember it. There was a Norwegian boat. Ellie, this is all your fault because you're from Norwegian.
Norwegian.
Over here, loading up explosives during the war.
Okay.
And the weather was bad. And he wanted to get the hell out of there because he wanted to get going.
Way out.
So he had all this fuel.
Who's he?
This captain of this Norwegian ship.
Okay.
He had a Norwegian ship and he had all this fuel on the ship, waiting to get out. Well, because they didn't want anybody to bomb their city, they had little sunken blow-up things with little flags on the end of them. And they had moved them around, and somebody forgot to put the red flags on them. So the ship full of all the ammunition was coming in.
Oh, no.
Fog. Blah. You hear it, but you don't know where it is.
Right.
This guy decides he's going to take off because he's got to get this fuel out. Womp. And in the middle of the thing, they're trying to communicate. Move over. No, you move. No, you move. No, you move. Stop pushing on me. And the next thing you know, kaboom. In the middle of the harbor in. So that's why they have, that's why they have a deep harbor. Because of the kaboom.
Because they blew it up.
The water went everywhere. It was a real big mess. And Boston sent a whole bunch of stuff up there. So they have a lot of Bostonian people up there. And they're very friendly. They like the United States. So we were okay there. We didn't have to worry about anything or being picked on or anything. So, because
Maggie, I'll look at those. The Audrey shawl and the Gladiator shawl.
Oh, because they're brioche.
Maybe they're brioche. Are they brioche, Mags?
Max, kind of.
She'll answer here in a second.
Well, anyway, and I told them we had people from all over. I told them about Maggie, and I told them about all of her friends from all over the world.
Yeah, we do. We need to get down to Mags.
Yeah, we do. I'm gonna have to find a cruise that heads down there.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, because that'd be a great trip across that ocean.
Right.
Because we're south of where the hurricanes come across. That'd be like a lot of days on the sea.
Yeah, at least 4 or 5.
Listen, I'm sorry. And I know people fly all over the place. But to me, sitting on a cruise ship for 6 days to get somewhere instead of 15 or 20 hours on a flight.
Yeah.
I'd much rather.
So much
I'm with
better.
her. I'd rather. Much rather.
Yeah.
I could be a week.
Yeah.
A week is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A week on the water would be great because, man, you get on the flights, there would be no way we were talking
Versus
about
like 24 hours to get to Singapore.
I know. 17 and a half from LA.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather it be a week.
Yeah.
In a boat.
Yeah. I'm coming back.
I know.
Right.
But I'm not.
I would have taken one too to come back.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. I have to work on it.
Yeah.
I'll have to see about that. I wonder how long you'd have to stay in Australia before they bring it back. Probably a whole season, before they come back north or come back across. But
Nice
anyway.
place to visit.
Australia's not bad.
I don't know, but it would be a nice place.
I know, but you got to be careful because in the fall, the eels mate on land.
I think I'd rather go to New Zealand than Australia.
New Zealand is just as great. It's beautiful, but I don't know if they're eels made on land.
I don't care.
But in
It doesn't
Australia,
matter.
yeah.
That's
But
not.
in
That's not
Australia,
what attracts
they have
me.
7. They have like 9 of the 14 most poisonous spiders in the world.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Well, they
I'll-
can
and
keep
there's
them.
I'll
snakes and
pass.
everything.
I'll
in
pass on
Australia.
all of those.
Yeah, not in but up.
I'll pass on all of those things that Australia
So
has.
like Las Vegas,
icky-
you go up over that hill in Las Vegas. Beautiful last exit. There's a Walmart. There's everything. You go right past it. You go down a hill, and you're like, "Where the fuck did everybody go?"
They're all gone.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
It's
They're all gone. And
awful.
it's just desert.
It's just you do.
Yeah.
It's like the thing. And then we were in the fog, and I'm like, are we in some sort of triangle up here? I mean, I know Bermuda is one, but maybe
Right.
there's one up here too, you know?
The drive from Reno to Las Vegas it's 8 hours.
Is it really that far? I didn't
It's-
think it was
oh,
that
I didn't-
far.
It's
think
8
it was that
hours from
far.
Reno to Vegas, and it's all desert. And like literally, I think there's like Area 51 is in the middle,
Oh yeah, I like Area 50.
and that's the only fucking thing.
Oh, they did put a gas station in. If
Yeah,
you
it's on
leave-
Area 51, so there's a
Yeah.
gas station right there by Area 51, and there's a turnoff that takes
You go over,
the
you
but
go over
otherwise
the
there's-
hill,
nothing.
and then you go past, and all of a sudden you see this danger, Area 51, and then you see this fence with all the barbed wire and
Mhm.
everything, and then you keep driving, and then it keeps going this way, and there's one gas station, and then the road into Death Valley, and you're like,
Yeah, it's
like so.
oh,
weird.
it's like you're on the surface of the moon.
Really,
There's like
Oh,
nothing
man.
there. It's just desert.
yeah.
Desert. It's
We saw bits and pieces of the storm that hit Southern California that went up there, and I mean, I felt bad because they weren't used to that sort of thing. You know,
Right.
the snow melts and then they get some flooding,
Right.
but nothing like the
What
way they
had,
went.
yeah.
And one time we were in Vegas when it rained, and it rained very hard, very fast. Didn't last very long, but it just rolls
Flooded.
off.
Yeah.
yeah.
Flooded
Because
streets.
it doesn't have
Uh-huh.
time to
Uh-uh.
soak through.
Uh-uh.
It just and
well, and it doesn't
And
have any
it
place to go.
yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have anywhere to go
Yeah.
except into
Yes,
the.
and when the sandstorms kick up, we were on a plane from Vegas to go back home, and we were pulling out, and a sandstorm kicked up,
Oh my
and we
gosh.
sat there for an
Mhm.
hour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
right
that would
in
be
that-
like scary because you can't see
Mhm.
anything with the wind and everything going
No.
by you and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
we sat in Minneapolis once because there was a
A
storm. No,
snowstorm.
no, it was a
Nice.
rainstorm,
Oh,
Oh,
and lightning was all over the place,
Oh.
and even though the planes around it, now you can get hit by lightning on the ground on a plane, but if you get hit by lightning up in the air in a plane, it's not good.
right. Because
no.
when you're on the ground, you're grounded.
Right, and you have
Yeah.
rubber on
And
your
then you have
tire.
rubber.
Yeah.
Rubber on your
So-
tires
so
when
you're
you're up in the
okay.
air.
So
You're
you're-
not so good.
You have nothing.
I didn't think about that. Well,
Yeah, you're not
That's why-
grounded anymore.
You know, I'm Mikey for that sort of situation. So he
Right.
kept track of the weather for us. I got
Really?
plenty of those. Yeah. One of them was, if you turn, I said, if he takes a northwesterly,
Oh, well, let me go
westerly,
talk to the
easterly,
captain.
Yeah.
he goes, I think you might miss most of it. And I'm like, okay, I'll
Let-
get up to the bridge crew and let them know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, our room was right here, and there's the bridge. We were like right here in Seven, the bridge was up there, and I was like, "Hey, you! I gotta tell you something. Come over here. Come here. Open the window. I gotta tell you where they need to go. Hello."
I got Captain Mike here on the phone. He's
Yeah.
telling you where to go.
And then the guy walks by and he goes,
Oh.
and he just keeps walking, and I'm thinking. And Gail goes, what the hell are you doing out there? I said, Mikey said I'm supposed to tell the bridge crew where to go. And she goes, get in here. What am I going to say? So, but I missed you guys. And I missed
Oh,
being
yeah,
home.
you were
It was kind
missed.
of fun. And so we'll have our episodes.
And so now
coming up.
we're back on track.
And Etsy's up and running. And I saw your Halloween ones. Those are cute.
Halloween has been kind of flying out the door. I was talking to Karen
Mhm.
that I think things take a little bit for you to kind of settle in and get into the groove of what you think you're.
Mhm.
Okay, so I think I figured out
Mhm.
what my Etsy shop will end up looking like.
Mhm.
I really like the mystery packs.
I do too. I think
Mhm.
they're adorable.
And
they
I
are.
like doing where you guys have the choice of however many you get and what kind of connector you have
Yes.
on it,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna do mystery packs for the most part for holidays.
Nice.
So it'll be,
cute.
Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter, whatever,
Christmas,
all of
yeah.
all of the things,
the
right?
Chanukah.
Yeah, like and then I'll have a few things that I'll keep
Yeah, kind of just
most of the time. Like
Yeah.
I'll always have some sheep things, or I'll always
Oh,
have
yeah.
some cat
Or-
things.
there you go.
But my main things are going to be the rings because y'all love them,
Yeah.
and
And
I
I
love
do.
I love
Oh.
making them, and I think
Mhm.
it's like this in the grocery store. These are the bread and butters.
yeah,
Right.
Like you have to have them. If you,
You
don't,
do.
you have to have them.
yeah.
Well, I do.
And
Yeah.
I think the like the Christmas ones and the Halloween ones and all that, they're kind of like the Doritos.
Okay.
You kind of
yeah.
you got to get
Doritos.
those on
Yeah.
your,
Yeah. Like the ketchup potato chips you can get in Canada, but you can't get
get
here.
here. Yeah.
Right.
You know. And,
So I think the main ones are gonna be the rings and the huggers,
nice.
Mhm.
and then the extras will be mainly mystery
and she
packs.
takes requests, guys.
I do
So
take
she
requests.
really does. So
Mhm.
just send her a little note or an email at flockaroundthetable@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good about that. Yeah. She
I do.
She takes care of us flocks.
I
Oh,
do,
yeah,
and even
she
on the
does.
mystery packs, if there's something that you really, 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 really want on a mystery pack, just put it in the note.
Well, and
Could you
one-
make it mostly pumpkins? You bet. I'm on it.
I'm on it. Yeah. See, so
No
that
problem.
works. Yeah. So that
I had a
can
gal who she left a review. She left a great review. Can't remember her name off the top of my, but she left this great review, and she was like, I was kind of hoping I would get such and such. She called it, I don't know what's the technical term for the little flask in a science lab.
a beaker.
It's
beacon
like
dish?
a beaker, but
Yeah.
there's a long term for it.
Oh.
That's what she put on there. The
Oh,
long.
okay.
Yeah.
I had to Google this shit to figure out what the fuck it was because I was like, and then I'm like, so I Googled it, and it's essentially the little beaker thing that a scientist would use. And I commented, I'm like, oh, and I went and dug around and looking for one because if I had had one, by God, it was
You
going to go in
would've
the
been
mail
there
to
for
her,
your- right.
even though
That's for
she'd already
sure.
gotten her order.
Yeah.
I didn't have one. So I left her thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, put it in the notes next time. If I have it, I will certainly give it that I don't have one. But
Oh, how fun.
I would have ordered it. If I could
Yeah.
have gotten it
Well,
quick
yeah.
enough for her, I would have ordered it to put in her mystery pack. So put in what you want in your mystery pack.
Well, my only request would be next time because I'm down to 3 of the bigger ones.
Oh, you need bigger ones.
I need just
They're
so-
over on
Yeah.
the Felted Garden.
Oh, okay. Well, that's Marcia's spot. I'll get on the
Yep.
Felted Garden and tell, hey, wait, I need some. No!
First, I supply them the Felted
Yeah,
Garden,
well,
so I'll get you some
yeah.
bigger ones.
I
But if you
just-
need bigger ones, these go up to a size 10,
Yeah.
which is what
Works fine. But at
I-
10 and a half, they're a little tight and they
They're
kind of
tight.
stay.
they're
you know,
they're
right
good
there.
on a US size 10.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they work up to that. but,
um
every once in a while you want to work with.
Mhm.
a bigger one.
You want to take a block of wood and start knitting, you know.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
and then there's those big ones for like the big fleece blankets where it's like a size 35 knitting needle.
Oh,
Oh.
I know.
The big massive ones where they're doing it with the
Or even the hand,
roving.
yeah, or the hand knitting ones
Yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
they
Yeah.
Yeah.
do
Sarah's making a blanket with her.
with your
Hands.
hands.
She's
Hand
Really?
crocheting it.
Oh my
Is that what it's called?
gosh.
Yeah, she's crocheting it if it's over your hands.
Not over, doing it with her fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
All right.
my God.
yeah.
No way. Not me. This is enough right now for me. Me and my crayons and my pens all over the place. That'll work. So I'm happy with that. And I was very good. I even stayed pretty good in the lines with the rocking ship. I just sort of colored the way the
Yeah.
ship was going. If the ship was going
Well, you
this
would
way,
have to.
I was going this way.
Yep.
The ship was going this way. I was going this way. So yeah, I took your knitting color
Rhythm.
book. Yeah, you just have to kind of get in the viewpoint with it.
You got the knitting
Unbelievable.
coloring book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was kind of coloring in,
There you go.
kind of doing some of that stuff
Nice.
there. Yes, it was fun. We had a good time.
Nice.
Well, that's good.
Nice.
And I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad everybody's with us
Yeah.
on a Sunday. And we play who today?
Do what?
Texas Titans.
Texas. Yep.
Yeah, the
Texans.
Colts play the Titans.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I don't know. DirecTV has figured out
No,
what the,
the
hell
Titans
to
is
do.
Tennessee.
Oh, is that Tennessee Titans?
Houston, Texas.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I don't really care.
It's
Sue
a
don't
different
care.
kind. She doesn't care. So,
I don't care at all.
and
at
I
all.
don't. And I even told the guy that I was watching because I'm watching the Cougars play the Colts last week, and he was a Cougars fan, and I was like
Yeah.
watching it with him. So
Jaguars.
I didn't say much about it, and other than the fact that when you have a sports announcer running the show,
Yeah.
it's like having a politician over there trying to run your bank
Yeah.
account. I mean, it's like, forget it. It's not going to happen.
No.
So, but I did watch part of that game. But I kind of figured when we got home, we've had DirecTV, and at the end of the season, they always renegotiate contracts
Right.
and all this stuff.
Right.
And of course, they're all in reruns. So
Uh-huh.
I can understand why they would not want to negotiate in
Right.
July.
Yeah.
because
You're true because
yeah.
the new shows don't come out.
new
till
shows,
end of
nobody's going to be
September,
watching
October.
it anyway. So we're going to
Yeah.
move on to everything else.
Sure.
But they still haven't figured it out. So I don't know how.
They're going to come down to the water like anybody else does. So.
Yeah, and I'd go over and kick somebody's ass. Now that I'm back and I have a Canadian
Go ahead
shirt,
and you do that, Deb.
and I have my Canadian shirt, I can hide. Say, hey, let's go.
Yep.
They like their hockey up there.
Oh,
Yes, they do.
yes.
Oh, I don't know. I think I could get into hockey.
Yeah, they do like their
Yeah.
hockey.
Hockey's fun to watch live.
But
No.
not on TV.
No.
It's I don't
Yeah,
think it's as much
probably
fun to
not
watch
as
on
much.
TV.
I'm not much of a hockey. I like
But
my
live.
football,
Live
basketball.
is great.
Yeah, most of the ports don't freeze over, but they freeze enough closer to the land that the kids can go
Can
out
skate.
and see. And the one spot they were getting the stuff out and
Mhm.
getting ready so the kids could get out there. And I said, well, why don't they just practice in the water? And if you can hit a hockey puck into the goal in the water, you can hit it on the ice.
Yeah. At
But
least
they
they know they can't go out that far.
They didn't think they did that. There's really no point for me to have a book other than to know what date it is.
Yeah.
I wrote nothing down. I said, too
That's
busy
all right.
talking all day today.
That's
Okay.
okay.
I'm glad to be
You've
back.
been gone. You needed to speak.
Uh-huh.
I need to
it-
get it out because he didn't have anything. And yesterday was pretty
Right.
quiet because the boys were out having a cigar and I was unpacking
Right.
and I was kind of tired. And then I did my email. So I really didn't have anybody to chit chat.
Right.
And my sister, we'd be walking along, going to dinner, and I'd stop. I'm not behind her. She's talking to me, but she's telling me what to do, and I'm not there. I'm back over here talking to somebody because somebody had some sort of shirt on that I thought was cute. Oh, you've got
Sasquatch. That is
so cute. I know that my friend of mine has such a sense of, I was like,
Yeah.
and Gail's like, "Are you coming to dinner?" I said, "Oh, is it time?"
Oh,
And
is it
she's
that
like,
time?
She's like, "They're done. Go get a hamburger."
Okay, fine. I'll go get a hamburger.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that.
No, they have good burgers, guys. Theory has his on the carnival ship, and they have tacos and burritos on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had at night you could get your lobster and crab cake, and that was really nice
Oof.
too. So which is fun.
Mm-mm.
We had a really good time.
Good.
It was nice.
Good,
So
good.
the people of the Carnival Legend are great. It's going into dry dock in March. So if you ever get a chance to get on the new one, but wait until March because it was kind of dull. I mean, it needed paint. Every once, you can just tell.
Yeah.
I mean, in your own home or in your own garage or wherever you're at, you just know at some point that deck just better be pressure washed because
Right.
it's just not gonna make it
No.
another year.
Yeah.
So, so it needs to get there. So they're
Right.
doing, but they were washing the windows and washing the ship,
Yeah.
spraying it down,
Getting the salt water off of it.
which I understand, but still, it's like
It's like it's sitting in salt water.
you're
Yeah.
sitting in the ship in the car, and they're over there going,
And then
on the
2
outside
seconds
of the
later, splash.
That's exactly. She said it. She hit it right on the head.
Yep.
That's exactly what's happened. These things go up, and then these guys are out there. I guess it's job security. I don't really know. So thank you all for joining us.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
And sticking with it. Like
Yeah.
you stuck to it.
We actually did.
You
We had
stayed
quite
with
a few
An
people.
hour and 15 minutes of jibber jabber.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of
Jibber jabbering.
showing of yarn. We had
We did.
FOs. We had
He
whips.
only played 75 seconds before he got hurt.
Oh yeah, it was
like the first.
it was
practically
the first
I'm
play.
gonna have to get on YouTube and find it. I'm sorry.
It's
Don't
fucking
mean to be rude,
hysterical.
but, you know,
It's
It was-
hysterical.
It was like, why did you even bother to
Why do
play?
you bother go out? Well, we've bothered you for an hour and 15 minutes.
We
You
should-
guys got anything else?
No,
Mm-mm.
I don't have anything else.
I don't either. Nothing.
My
Nothing.
coffee. Can you tell I had a little too much?
Yeah, and my
today?
hot tea's gone.
Oh, well then we have got.
I'm
that's
almost
one.
gone.
Yeah, she's
I'm
almost
cold.
gone too. She, well, here, wait. I got a shawl somewhere. Here.
Oh no, not me.
There you go. No, you're nice and cozy warm.
No, I'll get
There you go.
warm.
Coffee's cold.
All right, guys. We will see you next week.
It's not a touchscreen.
Shut the fuck
You
up.
haven't been here.
She told me to shut the fuck up.
I forgot. I really